Welcome, and thank you for joining me. Today's presentation is another step in what will be a continuing series with you, the employees of this company. The need for us to communicate with each other on a regular basis is greater than ever. If this company is to return to the growth and success that were the hallmarks of its first 3.5 decades, we're going to have to work as a team, focused in the same direction on our customers. Last week, I spent 3 days meeting with our senior management, working on the direction that I'll talk about today. Some of you have seen or heard from some early drafts of our work in progress. That work is not yet complete. There are many more decisions ahead of us. As soon as those decisions have been made and the details worked out, we will tell you. Employee communications is a key part of what we are about. Tomorrow, October the 1st, I will meet with representatives of the world press, financial analysts, and industry analysts to talk about the kind of performance that they can expect from digital and from me as a leader. I want to deliver these messages to you first. I think it is important that we communicate key messages internally before they are communicated externally whenever possible. We must work together as one company. Today, I will briefly cover a number of issues, including the business environment, some of our short-term and long-term goals, the role of our stakeholders in digital's future, our organizational directions, my leadership agenda, and the expectations that I will have of myself and of you. Digital is facing a much more competitive environment than it has ever faced before. Driven by open systems and by silicon technology, a massive change has been sweeping through our industry. The historically high margins and the business models upon which digital was built are no longer sustainable. Computer hardware is becoming a commodity. We expect software will follow suit. The silicon technology that put 125,000 transistors on a chip when I first joined digital 7 years ago now puts 1.8 million transistors on our new Alpha chip. And there are no fundamental limitations on the horizon to a continuation of that trend. As the hardware performance skyrockets, the competitive process is driving down prices and squeezing margins, requiring that we lower our cost of doing business. The business model needed in this environment is one that I'm very familiar with from my experience in the semiconductor industry. Price reductions, cost reductions, performance improvements at an astonishingly rapid rate. This is having an impact on the way we work and the way that we're organized. Industry changes are having an even greater impact on our customers, and it's a paradoxical one. In terms of hardware, customers have never been as empowered to control the market as they are today. The customers are in the driver's seat. At the same time, the rapidity of technical change and the difficulty of integrating divergent systems has had an unsettling effect. Some customers are outsourcing, delegating control of their computers completely. Others are seeking a greater level of advice, support, and partnership than ever before. The implications of supporting customers in both these situations are the same. The customer must be the central primary focus of everything that we do. Digital success has been built on our strengths in understanding technology and our customers and how they work together. Only digital could have produced the VAX. But we must build on and go beyond these strengths because for our future success, customers and their specific needs, not technology, must determine our directions. And we must do it soon. Time is running out. Our first task is the return to profitable growth quickly. Winning the confidence and support of our shareholders, the owners of this company, must be our first step. If we don't have that, we'll have an increasingly difficult time moving forward. But profitable growth won't come without a transformation of this company that aligns us with our customers. We must organize and focus ourselves in such a way that customers prefer to buy from digital. Prefer us because we not only have the best solutions for customers, but because we stand behind them. There is an urgency to this effort. Our customers, shareholders, and partners will not give us a great deal of time before they begin, however reluctantly, to turn elsewhere. In the marketplace, delivering our advanced technology, products, and services ahead of the competition is a key to our success. If we are to succeed, we must have timeliness in product development and customer responsiveness in decision-making and in action. The expectations of digital are high. Our shareholders and Wall Street want stability and financial strength. Some are not sure we're even going to make it. They are very interested in our returning to profitability, and this is understandable. I strongly believe that it is a privilege and a responsibility to invest other people's money wisely, and that shareholders must get a reasonable return on their investment. There's some good news here. We have the strongest balance sheet in the industry, and we have $5 billion of equity with virtually no debt. Our debt to total debt plus equity ratio was only 2%, compared to 17% and 43% for Hewlett-Packard and IBM at their last reported positions. Digital has always had and will continue its commitment toward a conservative financial policy, and both Moody's and Standard & Poor's rating services have recently recognized that conservatism publicly. Our strong financial position does not mean, however, that we can avoid reducing costs. Quite the contrary. Reducing unnecessary expenses is vital, not only for profitable growth, but for our very survival. And we are looking at every expense, whether large or small. We are weighing its necessity, evaluating its return, examining and re-examining its importance. We will be deliberate in our efforts to further reduce our costs. Customers have high expectations as well. Our customers have been loyal to us. They believe in our technological capability, the quality of our service and software, and most importantly, our commitment to them. They want us to succeed. So do our strategic partners. It's implicit in the very term partner. Their success is tied to ours. When we succeed, they succeed. And because so many of them are solutions partners or distribution channels out to our customers, it's even more true to say that when they succeed, we succeed. We must continue to remind ourselves of that fact. You are Digital's most important stakeholders because meeting the needs of all the other stakeholders is dependent on your commitment and actions. We will meet our stakeholders' needs in part through our recommitment to Digital's core values and culture. I feel very strongly about Digital's values. I believe that my value system is 100% congruent with Digital's traditional core values, and I believe that that is one reason I am here today. Empowerment, entrepreneurship, our celebration of diversity, the richness of humanity in our company across the globe, these values have the power to unleash the ideas and imagination that are potent competitive weapons. And being competitive is the bottom line. The only thing we are entitled to as a company is the opportunity to compete for our customers' business, and we must structure ourselves to compete effectively. In fact, we are currently engaged in a major restructuring effort. As part of this process, every step in our supply chain is being examined, including product creation, manufacturing, distribution, supplier management, sales, marketing, everything. And we are already finding more efficient and productive ways to do things than we had ever thought possible. For example, in manufacturing, we focused, invested, and improved our capabilities and quality, at the same time that we disinvested in the number of our facilities and downsized our populations, spun out part of our operations. This was accomplished by examining core competencies that we needed to develop and grow to succeed in the 90s. Based on our findings, we created an investment profile that told us where we needed to invest, where to disinvest, and when to spin out work, where to restructure and re-engineer the work to eliminate redundancies. For example, we have a core competency and commitment to maintaining our lead in microprocessor design and manufacturing. So we are investing in the creation of a new semiconductor manufacturing facility in Hudson, Massachusetts. On the other hand, redundant efforts in process technology in an area that didn't provide competitive differentiation allowed for the disinvestment of our Greenville, South Carolina printed wiring board facility. The sale of that facility preserved people's jobs and reduced costs while still maintaining our access to necessary manufacturing capabilities and components. This is the process that we are applying right now to every part of Digital, including our worldwide workforce. But we are not using a top-down, fixed number approach. Working on a business-by-business basis in the context of our overall business goals, managers are determining what set of skills and knowledge and what size workforce they need in order to become more competitive. We are defining the resources for Digital's future. These are very important decisions, and we're moving carefully. And while we're not working with a fixed time limit, we recognize the urgency of this process and are moving as expeditiously as we can. We recognize that what is at stake is not only the future survival of our company, but your future loyalty, commitment, and your careers. These are hard decisions, difficult ones, and we are doing them in as caring and careful a manner as we possibly can. But decisions must be made, and the work must be restructured. This cannot stop. Financially, this process of restructuring has depressed our earnings, but is also a necessary step in becoming competitive and returning to profitable growth. It will result in the simplification of our products, services, and business practices, the elimination of many redundancies, substantial cost reductions and increased productivity, investment in areas that differentiate us and strengthen our core competencies, and disinvestment in areas that don't. The criteria guiding today's decisions are simple. First, does it help us more effectively meet our customer needs? Second, does it make us more competitive as a company? Digital is therefore putting its emphasis on services, software, networking, and silicon. And we will use the appropriate sales and distribution channels to provide the products and services our customers need. As the restructuring rolls out over the coming weeks and months, we will organize digital according to the buying styles of our customers. Some want excellent products at low cost with fast delivery. Some want more complex solutions to increase their competitive advantage in their industries. We know how to provide these solutions, which often require our networking, service, and multi-vendor capabilities on a global basis. As our customers demand more, we are investing to deliver what they need. For example, we are aggressively investing in systems integration and consulting expertise. Digital's SI business is growing at more than 20% per year and is profitable, exceeding $2 billion in revenue in our last fiscal year. We will continue to invest here and in our multi-vendor service capabilities. We now service more than 10,000 hardware and software products from 1,300 different vendors, and that number is growing. The resources to invest in high value-added, higher profit activities like systems integration and multi-vendor networking and software integration will impart stem from the disinvestment in other engineering efforts, particularly in hardware. Digital's $1.8 billion engineering investment is one of the largest in the world. We are committed to re-engineering and refocusing even that investment, reallocating funds to support only the research and development that promises an adequate level of return. To this end, we will shortly announce a Vice President of Engineering, whose role will be to tie product strategy to our strategic intent. We think there is an opportunity for shifting our investments through simplification and modularity. Our practice of empowering engineering groups to design their own unique solutions for some segment of the marketplace has sometimes resulted in overlaps or redundancies. This needs to be eliminated, and our product set must be simplified. In addition, we have concepts called modular computing and flexible manufacturing, which will allow us to put subsystems together in virtually unlimited combinations to solve customer problems. When implemented, we get a maximum number of solutions, a minimum number of components, and obvious cost benefits. This approach, which we are already taking with our new in-house manufactured PCs, is the wave of the future at Digital. Our PCs also provide a model for our commitment to aggressively match our sales and distribution channels to the way our customers want to buy. In a market as aggressive on pricing as the PC market, we've turned to direct marketing, teleselling, design for manufacturing, and our own internal manufacturing to create a business and sales model designed for sustainable profit. With quality engineering, best-in-class manufacturing, low-cost worldwide channel and service support, we will win in this business. Inevitably, focusing on these core technologies, which we do exceptionally well, means not focusing on some others. We have to accept the fact that we can no longer do everything for everybody, everywhere, all the time. We will need strategic partners like Microsoft and Olivetti. We will need to get closer to and use our resellers and original equipment manufacturers more effectively. We need to recommit and, if necessary, reinvest in our complementary solutions organizations. In fact, work with every support, every conceivable channel, that will help us be more effective in delivering our products and services in a timely and cost-effective fashion. This new attitude is especially important as we roll out the next major generation of computing, Alpha. Alpha systems themselves are the fruit of major investments in design tools, simulation tools, verification, and process development technology that has paid off. Having a relatively small one-company captive operation producing the world's fastest microprocessor and having the circuits work the first time is an astounding feat. I personally don't know of any other semiconductor company that has been able to accomplish that. Digital will continue to invest in semiconductor technology and manufacturing as a core competency. Having the industry's hottest chip, of course, is only part of the job. Having the system software, service, networking, applications, and making it all easier to buy, easier to sell, easier to market is vital as well. We are very aware of the interdependency of these elements, and we will make our investments accordingly. To summarize, our product focus is to heavily invest in services, software, networking, and silicon, to rationalize and modularize our hardware offerings, to provide the sales and distribution mechanisms appropriate to the new business models and the way our customers want to buy, to lead the industry in multi-vendor interoperability and integration, and keep the focus at all times on delivering solutions to our customers. At this point, I would like to more directly address the underlying basis for my principles and actions, my management agenda and style, if you will. The number one item on our leadership agenda is the aggressive transformation of the company to align itself with the changing market and technology in order to meet our customer needs more effectively. A customer focus will drive all corporate and supporting activities. It is very clear to me that a successful customer focus and clear differentiation of our high-quality products and services will not happen without a renewed dedication to excellence in marketing and sales. Establishing this excellence will be an integral part of Digital's transformation. Success of this transformation, in my view, will also be dependent upon building the strength and depth of Digital's leadership team. Good management must start with clear roles and clear lines of accountability. Unfortunately, while Digital's matrix management structure has often served to empower managers and encourage the entrepreneurial spirit, it has also frequently obscured role boundaries and responsibilities. This will change. You will see clarity, discipline, accountability, clear roles and responsibilities, and much more focus on teamwork from Digital's leadership. In other words, no excuses management. Our shareholders expect accountability from senior management. That accountability begins with me. Managers will be expected to establish clear goals and be accountable for results. We'll also make sure that we can identify who the real contributors are and reward and recognize those who are really carrying this enterprise. Digital will systematize its management development process for maximum effectiveness. We're all going to make mistakes as we implement this process. What is important is to openly admit our mistakes and to learn from them. Decision-making will be driven by data. Open and honest debate will be encouraged. But we are either going to reach a consensus or I will make a decision. I think you'll see an increasing crispness to Digital's decision-making process and an increase in teamwork as well. Teamwork and honesty are the most important ingredients for our success. Honesty with each other, with the facts necessary for running a business, and integrity in meeting our commitments. Honesty, integrity, accountability, professionalism. These are the values that each and every Digital employee, including me, must embrace. With our world-class computer architects and scientists, sales and service and support experts, marketeers, managers, and entrepreneurs, and with the help of all of you, we will shape the future of Digital. We will be customer-focused always. We will develop new products to meet marketplace needs. We will maintain our price-performance leadership and will grow our market share profitably. We will concentrate on businesses with growth and profitability like SI, and will make Digital more competitive worldwide. We'll maintain our competitive edge in products, software, networking, and multi-vendor services and support. And we will rely on Digital's considerable financial strength. We will re-examine all aspects of digital's environment, and our goal is to simplify and streamline our operations. We will reduce the complexity of our systems, our procedures, and our products. We must downsize, but we will do so intelligently and with care. We must empower all of our digital employees worldwide, and we must develop a competent management team. Finally, we must recognize and build upon the tremendous heritage of digital's tradition. With these principles, the future looks bright. We have the talent, the technology, the financial resources, and the commitment necessary for profitable growth and success in our marketplace. Many years ago, I was a digital customer. It was a great experience because I knew that the people of digital would stand behind their products, their solutions, their customers. That commitment to our customers will continue. We are today and will continue to be one of the few top players in our industry. With focus and discipline and our capabilities, we will work our way back to profitability. And beyond that, using your imagination and creativity, we will bring success to our customers and leadership for ourselves in the industry. Thank you.